Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Fariha Salim, and today we are going to study about determination of differential leukocyte count, that is DLC. Okay, so what is DLC? Differential leukocyte count basically means to determine the different percentage of different types of WBCs. Okay, so let's study about the apparatus of this practical. So we have glass slides, Leishman stain to stain the slide. This is blood lancet. This is dropper, glass rod for mixing. This is cedarwood oil to visualize the stain under microscope. Here we have distilled water, spirit swab, and staining tray to stain the trays. Okay, so let's study about the classification of WBCs. So it will help us to identify them on the slides. Firstly, we have granulocytes and agranulocytes. So I made a mnemonic for granulocytes, that is BEN. Firstly, we have basophils, then eosinophils, and then neutrophils. The quantity of basophils in our single blood drop would be approximately 0.1%. Eosinophils would be approximately 1 to 4%, while neutrophils would be 50 to 70%. Then we have agranulocytes. Basically, granulocytes and agranulocytes means that the cell might have some granules in it, and agranulocytes does not have granules in it. Okay, agranulocytes are lymphocytes and monocytes. Lymphocytes are 20 to 40%, while monocytes are 2 to 8%. Okay, so we have three types of granulocytes, that is basophils, eosinophils, and neutrophils. As you can appreciate that they are termed as basophils because their granules are purple or blue in color. Eosinophils are termed as because their granules are red or pink in color, as the eosin word means pink color. Neutrophils have both type of pink as well as purple granules. Neutrophils have 2 to 5 lobes of nucleus, while the basophil and eosinophils have bilobular nucleus. Okay, if we come back to agranulocytes, which are monocytes and lymphocytes, you can appreciate that the lymphocytes have rounded nucleus which is covering most part of the cell, while monocyte has kidney-shaped nucleus. Both of them lack proper granules. Okay, so the principle of DLC includes a blood film stained with Leishman stain is examined under the oil immersion lens to identify different types of leukocytes, which are counted, and percentage distribution of each cell is determined at the end of experiment. The reagents include Leishman stain and cedarwood oil. Okay, Leishman stain contains two types of dyes, which are eosin and methylene blue, and the second one is methyl alcohol.
Let us now start with the preparation of the slide for DLC. The method which is used for the preparation of blood film is known as wedge technique. For this, we need a 3 by 1 inch glass slide. Place the glass slide on a flat surface. Prick your finger after sterilization. Place your glass slide on a stable surface and place the drop of blood on the writing side of your slide. This means the side of your dominant hand. Now spread the drop of blood with a cover slip. In one swift motion. Let us now study the characteristics of a properly prepared wedge film. First of all, the blood should cover at least half the length of the slide. The wedge should be narrower than the width of the slide. The spread of the blood should be homogeneous. There should be there should be a gradual transition from thick to thin areas, and there should be no troughs, holes, streaks, or bubbles within your wedge. The end of the film should have a feathered appearance, and it should be in a straight line. It should be bullet shaped, and within this preparation, the accumulation of the leukocytes must be along the sides and at the tail. So the WBCs, when you see them under the microscope, they will be accumulated at the sides and in the tail area. The film should be thin to allow proper fixation and staining. It should have distinct three parts: the head, the body, and the tail. Under the microscope, the best area to study the RBCs is the body. Select an area where 50% of the RBCs are separate and do not overlap, while rest of the 50% RBCs should not overlap more than 2 RBCs or 3 RBCs. That is, they must at most they must form doublets or triplets. More overlapping than this should not be present. Let us now stain the prepared slides. For staining of this blood film, we use the rack method. Place the slides on racks which are placed over a sink. Now flood the surface of the film with Leishman stain with the help of a dropper. Let the stain rest for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the film is flushed with a stream of distilled water till all of the stain is removed. The residual stain is cleaned away with the help of a cotton gauze or a tissue paper. The back of the slide is also cleaned with the help of a gauze or a tissue paper. Before visualizing the film under the microscope, draw a 10 by 10 table on your paper. It should include 100 boxes. The differential cell count is done manually. You have to select the best area of your slide under the microscope at low power. As I mentioned before, the best area to count your leukocytes is the area in which at least 50% RBCs do not overlap, and those which overlap do not form more than doublets or triplets. So the best area to study the DLC count or the differential leukocyte count is the body of the slide. The film consists of 3 portions. The first thick portion is known as the head. Then we have the body, and the end we have the tail. The best region to study the differential leukocyte count is the body. Place 2 drops of cedarwood oil on your film. And place it on your microscope under high power lens, which is the 100x lens. Now focus your microscope and start counting the leukocytes. The sequence used to study the WBCs is the longitudinal method or the track method. You begin at one end of the slide and keep counting and moving towards the opposite end of the slide. Then you shift your stage downward and start moving in the opposite direction. Then again shift your stage downward and start moving in the opposite direction. This is how you're supposed to visualize and count the WBCs. As you visualize the WBCs, start adding them in the square you made beforehand. Use the initials of the cells and enter the initials in the 100 boxes. After entering the WBCs within the boxes, calculate the percentage of each type of cells and give results. This is how different leukocytes will appear under the microscope. First, here you can see the neutrophils, which contain a 3-lobed nucleus, and its cytoplasm appears to be purplish because of the presence of both eosinophilic and basophilic dye. That is the reason it is known as a neutrophil, because it is neutral. Then we have over here an eosinophil. As the name indicates, it takes up the eosinophil dye and its cytoplasm appears red because of reddish granules. The nucleus is bilobed. Here you can see a basophil. The basophil contains blue dense granules, because of which the nucleus is obscured. Then coming to the agranulocytes, here you can see the lymphocyte. It has a large nucleus which covers 2/3 of the cell, and the cytoplasm appears as a rim around the nucleus. Here you can see a monocyte, which is one of the largest cells, and the nucleus is kidney shaped with an indentation.